Welcome to NIST Apprentice. Using the design cycle, we've been through a really in-depth process to change the face of NIST. I have watched this group really closely over the past 3 or 4 weeks, and you have really accepted every challenge with enthusiasm and a sense of responsibility to really give your best and show commitment. So I'm very interested to hear your honest responses to these questions. We'll start off with Jean. What was the biggest challenge when working together as a team, and give an example?
We had a bit of arguments because of the ideas that we have so much ideas, and then we try to put our ideas in, but we have too many arguments, so we only got to put some ideas that we all agree in.
Can you give an example of when your ideas clashed and you had to try and communicate and compromise on what idea was going to be used?
On the conceptualizing state, because we put in so many ideas, and then when it comes down to the composition, we can't really put it together.
What idea specifically though?
Like, for example, we're making the logo, and then I had a different idea than my other teammates in the group.
What was the different idea?
Ken had the circle logo, and I had the one that has the biggest T, and we only put the T as a capital letter, and the I and the S beside that makes the word test.
Okay. Do you think having challenges going through a process like this is very natural? It's always going to happen no matter what you're doing?
Yes.
Why?
Because like when we go to work in the job or in the public, there's lots of people, and we all have different ideas. We aren't all the same.
Okay, thank you. Fee, what stage of the design cycle was the most rewarding, where you felt more confident in working towards your target, and can you give a specific example of this?
On the yellow stage, our group was collaborating. Like, we were sticking together, making a group, and we were actually got used to boy and girl.
Working together.
Yeah.
Okay, you saw each other as people, not as, oh, you're a boy or you're a girl.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a really good thing for you to understand and appreciate?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why?
Because it's like usually people, they just hate boys and the boys hate girls. They need to be like a team.
Well done. Okay, Ken, next question for you. What went well for your team throughout this process, and can you give an example?
I say it was the first stage, campaign challenge.
Yes.
Because we had it was just we can just go really smoothly. Billy was just a really good typer. We still have our confidence.
Okay.
We just Billy and Jean just type, and Fee and I just mostly say what to type.
Okay.
And then at the end, Billy just gets a bunch of pictures and like that, and then we went really smoothly.
What were the two main things that you needed to understand in the campaign challenge?
We had to understand the purpose of why we're doing this.
Yes.
And our target audience.
Okay, and do you think that you really were able to talk about that and understand that before you actually moved on to the next stage?
Yes, because on the plan sheet, right, pretty much ING, we wrote a lot of stuff, so that's why we could go really smoothly on the big sheet.
Okay, thank you. Billy, next question for you. Who worked the best in your team, and how do you know?
Well, no one worked the best. It was depending which stage we were on. On the first stage, it was me because I wrote the purpose and the target audience. On the second stage, the planning and when we looked at the other schools, it was Jean, because she wrote down all the ideas and what we were going to do. And on planning and conceptualizing, it was Fee, because she was doing lots of planning. And in the last stage it was Ken, but Roy also helped Ken the whole time. So so every stage it was different. But overall, I think it was Jean because she did good in every stage.
So you really do feel, you honestly felt that everyone accepted responsibility at different times of this process and in different ways. Okay, that's very interesting to hear. And from my observations too, I would say what you have said is spot on. That's exactly how I saw things as well. Roy, describe your learning experience in 3 words.
Fun, active, and exciting.
It was exciting for you? Why was it fun? Was it fun because you could work with other people? Was it fun because you could be creative and do drawings and sketches? Did you like working with other people, with your team? Yes? Okay, thank you very much. This has been a really positive learning journey for us all. It was a pleasure to watch your team truly collaborate and communicate, and I really think that you took this challenge very seriously, and I want to thank you for that. Is there anything you want to say before you leave the boardroom today?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. It's been fun. Alright guys, you can leave the boardroom.